At this time, I'm going to call the meeting to order again with my microphone on, and I'm going to remind everyone to please turn on their microphones when they're speaking so that this gets recorded as part of the minutes of the meeting. Jackie has volunteered to be the minute taker for this meeting, and we appreciate that. Our first order of business today is approval of minutes of March 29th, which was our last regular meeting. Today, for the record, is May 17th, 2019. We're in the Matthew Thornton room in the Merrimack Town Hall. I made a few amendments. I handed out some draft copies of the minutes submitted by Jackie. I made some changes that I thought were appropriate, not changing any meanings, but trying to insert a little clarity. And it's in red on the copy that I handed out.
No, I've got my minutes that I printed off.
I tried to send some this morning just for you all to have it in your file of corrected, but I don't think I did. And so I changed Nelson's and sent it only to you. I changed Nelson's, I hope I did. And then the only sentence that you didn't change on this is that there was confusion over the YouTube comment. And I changed that to, down toward the end. Our meetings will be televised and available for viewing on YouTube.
Okay.
Does that clarify it?
That does
Okay.
clarify it. I was trying to I didn't remember, and I couldn't figure out what it was that it would be on demand. But now I see what you mean. It's the meeting minutes that are going to be.
Well, I use those phrases without fully knowing.
Well, Jackie, hang in there.
What else did you change? Because I don't have the changed one.
Okay.
You've got I put a
Okay.
couple copies down there.
Well,
That's,
I'll just change what I've got.
yeah,
I just,
Nelson's are in red.
good, thank you.
I put the
That's what I
changes I
want.
made in red.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, and they're all changed on this one.
If you need another copy, I can get, there's another one over here for Peter or whoever.
Yeah.
Nope, it's good.
So if you're good, I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes with my changes and Jackie's changes.
So moved.
Thank you, Bill. Do we have a second to that motion? They need
I
time
would
to
second
read.
it, but I can't.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Oh,
I think Karen's trying to
Sure,
second.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Karen. And now, do we have any discussion, any further discussion? All in favor?
oh, that's fine.
Any opposed or abstaining? None. All were in favor. Could I, you said you sent me your copy, Jackie, so,
Well, I thought I did, but I'm sorry that if I didn't.
11, I think 11:30. I've got my little device here, so.
Yeah, and I think it was probably the same old one that I had already sent.
It has that. Let's see. Our meetings will be televised and available
Oh,
for
yeah.
viewing on YouTube. It
That's
has
the
that
new
in
one.
it.
Yeah,
okay, that's the
So-
important
that's the
part.
corrected one.
I will take that corrected one and check it with this and then submit that as our final, for the archives.
Good.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, the archives, they were still after me last week for one set of minutes they were missing for 2018.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I've had a familiar experience too.
Yeah.
And what,
They-
month would that have been, do you think?
Oh, I took care of it, whatever
Thank
month
you.
it was. Yeah, no, I have them all on file in my computer
Good,
at home, but
Good.
the town didn't have it for some reason.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, the next order of business then is old business discussions. With the town center committee vacancies, I don't think we've made any progress there. Does anybody have anything to bring up to those? The NRPC study is still unresolved, and I think we're going to have to get the planning board actively engaged in doing something. The state just doesn't respond to all of the requests we've made for a meeting with them because we wanted the state to approve it, and they're just ignoring us. We've had letters from the director of the NRPC to Concord, and it's gone that far, and they just don't answer. But
So what
that's-
is your solution, perhaps?
my solution is to get the planning board involved, bring it back up to the planning board, that, hey, we've still got this outstanding study that's not done, and what do they want to do about it? It's really a board decision, because the contract was undertaken at the behest of the planning board, that particular thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that was the end-to-end Route 3
Yeah.
sidewalk plan study.
What would they want to do with it?
Who is they?
The planning board, what would the
The
planning board?
planning board
and
may
we-
accept it as it is. I mean, that's a possibility, and just cruise along. Just hope that when it comes time to do some implementing, we have this to fall back on, and there's no, this is our plan. The reason we were rejected on past plans, what precipitated the whole study, was the fact that the DOT would not go along with our desire, being the planning board's desire, to include sidewalks on development of parcels one by one on Route 3, which we have done for a number of years. You'll notice the patchwork, it's there. But they decided they didn't want any more patchwork. They wanted without a master plan. So this
Oh,
project was.
excuse me, Nelson, who wanted the master plan before that happened?
The state of New Hampshire.
The state, yeah,
DOT, Department
The
of
DOT.
Transportation.
okay,
Yes.
sorry.
District 5. Oh, you- Okay, and his name is Radwinski.
Oh, yeah, he's
Remember him?
referenced
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to leave that for now, and I'll try and get better information for you for the next meeting. But I have some happy news on the Sauhegan River Trail. It says on the agenda, more delay, but this morning, I went to the Department of Public Works, and they have happily announced that they've been given a notice to proceed to final design by the state. We're authorized to proceed with final design on the project date. Now, that's a real milestone. And our local public works is now preparing the documents so that Quantum Engineering, who is the design engineer on the project, can go ahead with the final design now. It looks like the construction will slip into 2020. So it's only been, 4 years to get this far. But at any rate, that's,
So this means there'll be there'll be some kind of trail in the wetlands or the swampy
yes,
area.
yes, to get across.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, and entering from Watson Park. That's all fenced off now,
Right.
but we're gonna open that up. We're gonna put in new supports for the bridge because they didn't like bridge construction. And that was one of the holdups.
Okay. Good.
And one of the expenses too, So it's moving along, and I have to be happy, although until I walked into his office, I was pretty discouraged.
No wonder.
Any
Only 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course, we're hoping maybe, I didn't talk to Kyle specifically about that, but we've got to reapply on the Woodbury Street I presume that, yeah.
I thought we already had done that.
Well, we did, but we
Turn it
were
down.
rejected. Remember the
Yeah.
second time?
Yeah,
We were
okay.
approved once and starting to proceed, and then they took the money from there and put
Yeah,
it onto
put
the
it over
Sahican
to
River
the
Trail.
other, yeah.
So we had to reapply for the Woodbury Street, and that is now something, the ball's back in our court, basically, to
Okay.
reapply.
Okay.
So that would be reapply what, that would be apply or reapply number 3.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's where we are with those, so that's good news, even though it's slow. The next thing on our agenda is support for the 4th of July pancake breakfast. How about that? We're going to, I think we agreed last time we would put up a table, we would put up some of our maps, and we would just leave it with some of our handouts. And leave handouts for people to pick up at the breakfast inside. So I'm going to ask Jackie if you can arrange for the table, if you did before,
I don't know, but it doesn't matter.
and I can get the maps to you if that's a help, or you can.
Where do you want it?
Where it was last year was good, right? Put down by the
Didn't
stage.
see it.
It was down by the
Was it down by the
stage.
stage, or was it down just past the front entrance?
Oh, maybe it was.
Yeah,
Well, the
I
first
think
year it was by the
I
stage.
think it was just on the other side of where
Yeah,
people pay to come in.
Oh, the
Yeah.
ramp, so you go down
At
the
the bottom,
ramp.
at the bottom of the ramp, turn right is if you're going into the cafeteria, and
And it was right there?
right there on the left.
On the left. Oh, yeah,
Inside.
where you pay as part of that
No,
table?
no,
No.
on the other side, inside the cafeteria.
inside the
Yeah.
cafeteria.
Inside, all right,
Right where
just so I
people
can ask, okay.
Have to stand and wait for their food, or wait to get a plate or whatever.
Yeah.
And this gives them something to do while they're stuck there.
Oh, I've never been there that early to see.
Well, it was there all
the
day.
line like that.
It was there all day. You can come at 11:30 and still see
Well,
it.
that's what I usually do.
Yeah, well, hopefully, although last time we did give out all the handout brochures, so we'll have to provide more of them this year so that everybody gets one.
Are you gonna be working, or do you go
I'll
up
be
to
there.
Canada? Yeah.
Oh, he's there.
Not to my knowledge.
Do you cook, you cook?
Do I
or-
cook? No,
No.
no. Not anymore.
You know, oh, all
Well,
right.
He
you
doesn't
never- you
either.
never know.
You never know.
No,
Yeah.
you never know.
Yeah.
They may be hard
Peter was there last time. You can
He's
re-
always there.
Well,
He's
tell
always
him that
there.
we expect him there, and he can make sure that there's a good supply of handouts at the table. And
You
tell
were
him to
right.
be-
You were there the year you got operated on too.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that was a while back.
Yeah, a while
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Supad Pete wasn't a while back, and he has to do it now at his age.
Yeah. Yeah, we decided sort of that it wasn't really necessary to have somebody stand there all day.
No.
It just wasn't
Mhm.
cost-effective use of the valuable time of the committee. Right?
To stand. Oh no, it
Just-
isn't
yeah,
silly.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
silly. It's self-explanatory.
So the next thing we had been talking about, and we wanted to talk about some more, was actually number F under old business and number A under new business kind of meld together here. We
Mhm.
talked last time about the town website, making some additions to the town website. And then, in the meantime, Bill has made contact with a high school teacher.
Yes.
Yes, and about making a video of the Sauhegan River Trail.
Mhm.
Now, there's not much going on down there, but it would be a good time to make a video of the as-is condition. Have somebody walk it and show what it's like before.
Sure.
And this we can later meld in with the construction and make an overall video of it. So, Bill,
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm
yeah,
behind here. What construction?
this is the construction of the Sauhegan River Trail.
Okay.
Okay.
So to make a video
Yeah.
on that
Yeah.
construction as it goes along, that
Yeah.
would be a wonderful thing.
Yeah, and so we thought, since Bill had run into this teacher who seemed enthusiastic about helping us,
What would she be or he be doing?
well, that's what we're going
Well,
to talk about right
Mr.
now.
Shaughnessy is the person
Yeah.
at Merrimack High School, and he runs, I think it's videography, something of that nature, and, so he's promised to get back to me to find a student or two that might be interested in taking this on. And I said, you know, if you wanna do editing, if that, you know,
Yeah.
helps you, you know, with your credit or whatever,
Mhm.
whatever you're willing to do, we're up for it. Because
Yeah.
I just don't want to dump it on Justin's
Yeah,
Justin's
that's-
lap and say,
right,
okay,
yeah.
edit this, make this look good. I'd
Yeah.
rather have a finished, ready for air
Yeah.
product.
So where are we, Bill, with that? You and I had a talk about it.
Yep.
We decided what you just said, and what happened since?
Well, Mr. Shaughnessy just got back to me because I had sent him a message on the 5th
Yeah.
of the month, and
Uh-huh.
yesterday was 10 days, and he said, I apologize, we've been a little busy with a film festival at Cinemagic, which I didn't know about.
Yeah.
So he said it's been a little crazy, but he's promised to get back to me
Yeah.
next week with
Oh,
with
okay.
a person or persons that would be.
Is it still
Carrying the ball
feasible this
forward.
year? When does school shut down this year?
I think it's June
Matt? do you-
8th is graduation. I don't
June
know
8th
when.
is graduation. I
Yeah.
think it's the, barring any unforeseen circumstances.
Such as,
I think it's June.
Snow.
I have to look at
Snowstorm.
my calendar.
That'll do it.
what, a snowstorm?
Yeah.
Snowstorm.
That'll
Yeah.
do it. Yep, those snow days.
It's definitely by June 20th could be the,
Oh, it goes after graduation?
yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They always do.
Yeah,
But we had some delayed releases, but we didn't have that many official snow days.
Right, this was
Yeah.
a quiet year.
So,
yeah.
but we all remember the Mother's Day flood from,
Yes?
I don't
Yes.
know how many years
That's
ago.
May, though.
That's May.
We've crossed that threshold, right?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe there'll be a Father's Day flood.
you may,
I don't know.
There's been a Snowtober.
Yes, there's been a Snowtober, we're past that, yeah. But you never know.
I think it was 2006.
It was
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
I just remember.
It's been, what,
Was-
more than 10 years, I guess.
I remember going to Norma French's house, which was affected down on Island Drive,
Mm-hmm.
and I brought my daughter down there the next day, and she said, "Oh, Daddy, this is awful." I said,
was
"Well,
terrible.
This is what happened in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, it was just like this for
Remember Horseshoe
hundreds
Pond,
of
you couldn't
miles.
get down?
Yeah?
Yeah,
It was
Yeah.
weeks and probably a month before we could get bus access down there.
yeah.
To get
Because
what?
bus access, because people were
For school
cleaning out their
buses.
homes, there was dumpsters all over the place
Yeah,
because of the water
Yeah.
damage. It was
remember.
horrible.
Mm.
yeah.
And it took us, I don't know how many days to get power back. And when I finally found, when Tom Tussaud and I were hanging around, just kind of hanging our heads and, discussed, and we finally saw the blue Hydro Quebec trucks.
Yeah.
There was 10 of them that rolled
Yeah.
up O'Gara.
Yeah.
We went racing over to them. Help me, help us, get the power back.
Yeah.
They're going, you need power there, we'll give you some power. It was awesome, Oh, these guys who they climb poles,
Sure.
they don't bother with the buckets, they just,
no,
they're from Canada.
yeah.
They're born climbing poles like that. No disparaging remarks. My relatives are from Canada, so.
Yeah, I guess everybody's got relatives from up there, and they
Absolutely.
do
Everybody
good
around
work.
here.
They do
Yeah,
good work.
do good
Yeah.
work.
Yeah,
Yeah, when we came here in the 60s, there was a lot of French being spoken in the supermarkets and all around us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bill, you will let us know what.
I will.
What the
I've
committee-
been copying you on these messages. You may not have seen them, but
Okay,
when Mr. Shaughnessy gets back to me, I'll forward it to you immediately. Let you
Okay,
know, because
thank you.
that will involve you and I at the very least, right?
yeah, I would
Because
think.
we'll need access to get down
We
there
have to
from
talk to the
the
fire
fire
chief.
department.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we ought to talk to Kyle too. I'll I gotta remember to make sure he knows what we're
Okay.
doing.
All right. I'll keep you in the loop.
Okay, thank you. New business, though we've already covered number A, I think, with the, this project.
Mhm.
I think you've explained it to everybody, Bill, as to what, everybody understand what is proposed there. It's just gonna be a video of the trail as it is today. And, let me see here. Well, yeah, anything on adding TCC stuff to the town website, Bill? That was another thing that you were gonna.
No, we
Do
just need
first.
content. That's
Yeah,
all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to make some progress on something. I don't suppose holding this up on the, this is the schedule that I just talked about, but we
Okay.
Wow.
we could put in there a note that, hey, we've given permission to proceed with this final design.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just a little announcement of that on the website will keep people aware that we're still working on this.
Sure. Yeah. I think maybe you and I could meet for coffee and figure out some kind of a blurb to put on there about our vacancies.
Yeah, we could combine them,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, good,
I think that would be a good use of time.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I have not gotten back to the chamber. I know you're looking for them to nominate someone.
Yes, well, yeah. I'm almost given up, but I shouldn't have, I forgot about it. It's
Yeah.
been so long that we've tried to get them
Yeah.
interested.
It's the second Tuesday of the month, and I'll make
Okay,
a point to get there next time and ask.
good, well, wait a minute, the second Tuesday is gone for,
Yeah, it is. That was this week. Yeah.
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 Okay. Anything else we want to consider? We're all set on the 4th of July.
Mhm.
Did you want help getting the maps there, Jackie? I asked and I didn't remember the answer.
I don't think so. I
think you
was
did.
able to manage by doing it in front of Jason, and he immediately rushed over to help.
Oh, yeah. He's a good help, yeah.
Pete can't do it anymore.
Well, look, if you want help, I'll
Yeah.
say you're gonna do it, and if you need help, I'll come and help you with it,
Oh,
okay?
great. Oh, yeah.
You talking
I
about,
hate to.
you talking about setting up the table
to
and the
ask that too.
brochures?
Yeah,
I can help with that.
yeah,
Peter
okay.
doesn't need to.
It's just
Yeah.
carrying the darn things from here to the car and then into the building.
Okay.
I will make some brochures for you. That's something I can do,
Yeah.
because I have the masters.
Okay, and Nelson.
Okay.
Oh, Nelson will make brochures. Nelson, I have a question about the Sauhegan River Trail. The part of that trail, I think, will start in Watson Park where it's now fenced in.
Yes.
What is the plan for that area? Because it's still slightly contaminated.
Well, they've been able to work around the contamination part of it. Remember, there's quite a bit of construction that goes on down there. The fence will go away, or it may be moved so that it just fences the contaminated area. In the part that's not behind the fence anymore, they're gonna build a retaining wall there to support earth for the sidewalk. Remember, part of this deal
Oh,
is we're gonna replace those steel plates that are
Yeah.
serving as a sidewalk now with a real sidewalk.
oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay, so that part up there will get rebuilt. This is where then they're gonna put some more concrete beams in the overhead of the bridge work, where the concrete has spalled off and exposed the reinforcing rods. And then it'll all be cleaned out. They're gonna shovel the dirt out. There's a lot of sand and silt that's in there. You remember, in the sluice way, is left from the days when water ran through there. Then it goes on from there, and then it goes up. So I'm not sure with the final design, whether it's stairs or whether it's a ramp to go up. And then it goes over and connects to this bridge over the half-dry little creek that
Yeah.
runs through there, so that we have a way to walk all the way to the school from there.
Yeah.
And that's about the extent that's left in this project, which originally was gonna go all the way to Wildcat Falls. But it'll still be a walking trail to Wildcat Falls, because that's in place now.
Yeah.
So we agreed to that we didn't have enough money to do everything.
Well, that will be a huge thing for the town, I
It
think.
will,
I think
it'll
it'll
be
be
so
real
great,
popular.
Yes.
but
Yeah.
people are getting tired of hearing us talk about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's that. Bill Wilkes isn't here. I was gonna ask him a little bit about the Rotary project. I don't think it's gonna get much use. It doesn't look like it's being used too much.
What is?
The
This-
Rotary project, that's here in the town hall, the connection down to Route 3, you know?
Mhm.
Once people have a walking trail they can access from the park, they may very well walk down from the parking lots up,
Okay.
up above.
They could.
I'll
Yeah.
bet kids walk there.
You think they do?
I
Yeah?
bet. And, I think it's like sidewalks, like in Melrose, where I walk on the sidewalk a lot. You would say that they didn't get used, but if you stood there all day long, you'd see
Yeah.
that there's a fair amount of foot traffic. And I bet you that
Yeah.
Yeah,
that there is.
more people will be going to the park once there's access to the walking trails too.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Well, we'll see. We'll see. It's done,
Yeah.
and yeah, I didn't know if just my casual observation was that it wasn't getting used much, and
Well, it might never be.
it might. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I just saw them mowing though, and it was just as planned, where they were, the way the steps are arranged, they can run the mower right over the steps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was so impressed with that. Because I was wondering if that would really work. And it does.
Well, good. I'm glad. I was worried about that too, and I'm glad to see you actually observed it.
Yeah.
do that.
Yesterday or the day before, actually.
Did you
Yeah.
walk down the steps?
No, I didn't walk down the steps. I was driving by. And they were mowing.
Beautiful.
Okay, the other projects we were going to consider in 2019 is the farmer's market. I don't know when that goes outdoors, but it's
I
still,
was wondering that
June?
today.
June, maybe?
it's got to be warmer than this, and it's got to, the plants have got a chance to grow. You know. It's supposed to be a farmer's market, but there's a lot of non-farm products there.
It's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's nice.
yeah.
It's pleasant.
So we want to think about one of those, once they get on their schedule,
Yeah.
we'll figure out a time to go and support them one day.
Yes.
One
yes.
day in the summer.
Yeah, one day in the summer, when things are, when we know we'll get some fresh
Yeah,
vegetables.
yeah.
Yeah, once things start to
Yeah.
harvest.
We'll set up at farmer's market one day.
It says June 12th to October 10th.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
526 Daniel Webster
June
Highway.
12th to what?
June 12th to October 10th.
October 10th. Wow. Okay. Great.
526, I'm sure that's the storage place, the vault.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are nice to do that.
They
gosh.
are. And people are driving by anyway, they can see it, so I'm sure that gets them a good
I hope so.
chunk of business.
Yeah. And when the food truck stops there, then it's really worth
Yeah.
stopping for.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
there's
there's
a
some
food
food
truck
trucks.
that does
Just
ribs.
Beyond, oh,
It
ribs,
does
oh my
ribs.
gosh.
What?
It does, I take it you have partaken.
Oh,
It does
yes.
ribs, so.
Yeah, this
He
place
said that
is-
with glee in his voice, so I just
Oh.
knew that he was.
That's worth doing. That's
Oh,
worth,
okay.
never mind the vegetables.
You
Go
could
for the
walk
ribs.
over there.
At one point, again, I was driving by and I saw the food truck. There was nothing else going on, but the food truck had set up in the parking lot where
Yeah.
the farmer's market is, just about a month ago.
Oh, yeah?
And there were people parked
Yeah.
and going into the
Yeah.
food truck. So I
Yeah.
thought, this must be a good food truck. I
It
have
is.
to check it out.
It is. I recommend it.
Yeah, believe me, I
Nice.
have passed that many a way on my way home, and the car almost
Oh.
went.
Bring home a surprise.
should.
Yeah.
My wife doesn't eat, she eats vegetables, but she does not eat ribs, so.
Oh, yeah, that's too bad. Well, maybe she can make few vegetables on the side.
Side, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I guess we're ready for public comments, and I see no one here to comment. They're all waiting for us to do something. And we need to talk about our next meeting. When would be a good time to have that? I suggested the 28th because it was before the 4th of July, so if there's any final changes with that.
That makes sense.
And otherwise, I don't really see a need for us to meet as a whole. We could, after Bill and I talk about what we're gonna do with the school, with the videotaping of
Mhm.
the project of the Sahegan River Trail before, the before version. Maybe Bill and I can, we can do that by email, I think, without having a meeting, just to discuss that with the rest of the committee. What do you think, Bill?
I think you and I can cover it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't you?
Yes, that's what I
Okay.
was suggesting.
Yeah.
And we'll
Absolutely.
notify people by email what we're doing. So that's all I have on my agenda.
So we're not going to schedule the 28th?
I think we are scheduling the 28th. Yeah, I
We are
said
scheduling the 28th.
28th is on.
Okay.
If we were gonna do something with the school children, we'd have to do it before the 28th, because they'll be out of school by
They'll
then,
be
I would
gone,
hope.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's why
I see.
That's
And
why I
you're,
mixed
but you're
that
going to
in.
work with Bill, right, right,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah,
Now I understand that connection.
yeah.
Okay, TCC.
Okay. Wonderful.
So should we lock that day in?
I
I'm
just
ready
did.
if you are,
Yeah.
yes,
Here's a
yes.
fresh copy for you.
I'm good.
And one more for me. I'll put that in my binder with the changes. Okay.
Yep. Good.
Okay. Thank you all for coming.
Need a motion to adjourn?
I would entertain such a motion, if
So
it's your
moved.
pleasure. Bill moves to adjourn the meeting, and Karen seconds. And all of those in favor of adjournment at this time?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstaining? There are none. Motion carries. We are adjourned until the 28th of June.